Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I'm late to do the Margarete Miller weekly collage challenge. I normally put this up on a Monday. Today is Wednesday, but there's been a few things going on. I just didn't have an opportunity to do it. So today I'm doing, and I'll put this up straight away, hashtag 2022 planner 48 for the Margarete Miller 52-week collage assignments challenge for 2022. And it's hashtag 22 planner 48. So it's week 48. So we've got 52 weeks. So we've just literally got 4 weeks left until the end of, the end of the year, which is quite scary actually. So this week, all it is, we don't have 5 prompts or a bonus. We just have create a collage using a single colour or shades of that colour as your theme. So my single colour is green because it's one of my favourites. It's my top of my kind of favourites list. So using this spiral bound craft scrapbook that is getting quite chunky now. That was last week's 47, which I did as a sort of Christmas theme, and then I'm going to use it. I think I'm going to have to spread it right out, so I've got just this side here, and as this is craft, I'm going to do sort of a mixed media page. So I've got some white gesso, and I'm going to take off that lid, and I'm going to gesso an area of this page using this spatula. Really, I just want to, you know, have a little background. I'm not going to be fussy with it. I don't think art, mixed media and all of that is precise. I might be wrong. For me it isn't. And it's always, you know, to me it's in the eye of the beholder, so it's whatever somebody creates. And I like that kind of textured look. And so obviously this is white gesso, but everything else is going to be shades of green. So I'm just giving it a good spread out, and I quite like the brush stroke effect on it. Okay, right, I'm just going to go away, dry that, and I'll be back. I'm back, so that's now dry. I quite like that background. So then I'm going to do some stamping with green, and I'm going to use some bubble wrap. Now, I've never attempted this before, but I quite like the effect it has. So I'm going to, I've got some stays on Emerald City, and I don't know how this is going to look, so I'm going to test it on a piece of book page first, which is almost like mixed media itself, my book, my glue pages. So I was trying all sorts out on them, so I like that. See that nice effect that you get there. Okay, so the idea is not to press too hard. So let's go. So I'm going to get a clean area and just cover that in this, and I am going to pop that down on here. Oh, I like that a lot. I'm going to do that maybe down there, and perhaps going up there, and maybe down there like so. So I like that. That's come out very well. So that's a very easy way to get some interest in your background with just, everyone's got bits of bubble wrap, I'm sure. You know, if you get padded envelopes, often they've got bubble wrap inside, which makes the padding it's sort of bit. I'll just have a sip of my coffee because I end up leaving it and it's stone cold. And maybe I'll put it over there and I won't forget it. Right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'll just quickly dry that. I've got this new got this new Wow dryer heat gun. My other heat gun just packed up without any warning. Used it one day, it was fine. When I went to use it again, it packed up. My husband still got it, says he's going to have a look at it, but goodness knows when that will be. That's probably going to be, could be a few days, weeks, months, even a year. Who knows? So we've got that down. Okay, then I thought I would use this lovely stencil, and I'm going to put some green on here. But first, before I do that, I've got bits and pieces of green things here. So I think I'm going to maybe, got some leaves, stickers. I've got a few leaf stickers. I've got some butterfly stickers, green. I've got bits of this. Might use the back of that. So let's have a look. I've got some green papers, so we might have, I don't know, a piece of this. I'll just have to tear it down the other way because now I can see all the white. And I'm just going to always tear it the wrong direction for, you know, the white fibre. I don't know if you do that, but I can never tell. So I'm just going to put down with my glue stick, and that glue page will do. I'm going to put down some kind of a little collage of green papers. So maybe we'll put one there. And we've got some nice green, it's I think it's homemade paper, so let's tear a bit of that off. And again, it's got to be torn in a certain direction. Yeah, okay, and we'll just tear this edge off like so. Maybe that side. I'm just making a collage really. So I've got some digital. Try and be as quick as I can for you. This little glue stick's really nice. It's a quick sticks with an X, but the only thing is if you press too hard on it, it really does make everything sticky, you know. So let's have a look. Got this lovely green piece somebody sent me, and that would be quite nice to put down. I think it's green frogs. And I've got a green stamp as well here, which is an Australian one, which is lovely. So I'm just going to have a look in my bits and pieces and find some more green bits. And here's some more green papers, all different shades of green. There's some music paper there with green on. Let's have a look, what else have I got? I thought I'd got, you know, everything out in advance, but I always want more, you know, when I've picked out bits. I always want something else afterwards. So I think I'll get my pot out of my scraps. I think I'll do that. Just bear with me, it's under something else on my shelf. Right, so we must have some green scraps in here. We have, so we've got scraps of this. So I'm literally just making a a collage. Shades of green. This is nice paper. Hope you're all doing well. Managing to get your projects done, your crafting, if that's what you're up to. It's difficult, isn't it? It's busy time of the year now. Busy everywhere, busy for Christmas. It's a good way of using up scraps, actually. There's a nice green. The more scraps I use, the more I make. You have to get to become a little bit ruthless, I think, about certain things after a while, because, you know, I don't know about you, but I tend to be kind of overloaded with all sorts of stuff. And there's a nice dark green piece. These are just bits of digitals, scraps really. I'm just popping them down randomly, really. That's all I'm doing. Just take that off. Like so. And it can go in the bin. I'm just going to carry on and I'll be back. Okay, so I've done that. I didn't think you wanted to see me complete the whole thing. And now I'm going to add some stickers of greenery. So let's have a look. So I've got some here. Let's see what we've got. I think I like this one. Let's see how that looks and whether it shows up. These don't come off very easily, I find. Be very, very gentle. So I thought I would just stick some around. I like this one here, this bottom one. So again, it doesn't want to come off very easily. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to put that one down there, like that, and I'm going to find some more sort of ferny ones, and I want to make a sort of a little group there. Let's see, what else have I got here? This one's quite nice because it's going in the opposite direction. If I can get it off of here. I don't know how old these are when you buy them, you know, how long they've been kind of in the packet for. They obviously come from China, and it's hard to know, as this seems to be a little bit dry, a bit too difficult to actually take off. Okay, And that one. Now, I think we'll put that one down there like so. I'm just going to snip the end of that off because it doesn't want to stick. Right. Okay. And then put those to one side. Might put more on, we don't know yet. Okay. Then I've got some kind of nearer ones, so these are a bit easier. I'm going to just trim that white off there so that it's not too much round the edge. So I've got my window open, so if you can hear any talking, I think it's a postman outside talking to one of my neighbours maybe. Paddy and I are on our own. Hubby's at work, so, and I have a day off, so now I've done my retire and return, which you can do in the NHS. You can actually do it from the age of 60, and I've gone down to 3 days a week now, so I'm going to be, from kind of this week onwards, having a Friday and a Wednesday off. Have to fit in with my colleagues and obviously my department. Okay, my fingers don't want to work very well today for some reason. Just see that lip of that there. Right, once you get it going, it's generally easy, but see, once you cut round it, it makes it more difficult. But the other thing is, you can't really very easily cut round it once you've peeled it off, because it sticks to everything. A bit like sellotape. If you ever pulled a piece of sellotape off and then, you know, thought to yourself, oh, that's a great piece, and then you go to use it and it twists on itself, and then, hey presto, the whole lot's all gone. Right, I'm just going to put one more of these big ones on. What else did I get out? I've got these two that are primarily green, so we'll, again, I'm going to just pop that edge off. So we've got a bit of an overcast day, but it's not cold today. It's quite mild for November here in the southeast of the UK. We've wet some days, it's really lovely. I've been out with Paddy dog, and I just love walking round the back of us. We've got a nice area to take the dog and walk with trees and things. It's lovely, and it's so nice to go and look at the trees. You know, they're all changing colours. Lots of them have lost their leaves now, but some still have them. And I just love going around there. I find that very relaxing and soothing. I think if you're feeling a bit, not stressed, but, you know, het up, it's nice to get out in the fresh air. And you don't have to go walk for miles if you don't want to, but just walking a little way helps. You know, I go and do a few laps of that with Paddy, and I let him off the lead and he runs like the clappers round everywhere, doing his usual sniffing and cocking his leg up everywhere, which my husband said is like signing the visitor's book. So, and another dog will come along and do the same in the same spot, and so it goes on. But yeah, he loves to have a bit of freedom. So now I've got this peeled, where was I going to put it? I think I'm going to try and kind of put it up here at an angle here, like so. So I'm building a layer over the top of the existing layer that's here, all in shades of green. And then we're finished with the stickers, so then I want to stamp, or not stamp, I want to stencil this in the foreground, this lovely plant. It's like I always think of it as like a dandelion head, and I'm going to use my this time I'm using Distress Ink pine needles. It's very green, dark, so let's hope this works. So I hope that's not a courier I can hear pulling up. So if you hear Paddy growling, he doesn't like couriers coming, and we've got them all the time at the moment. I may have to stop the video again. Okay, so that I think is nice. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to do one up here. Hold on. Sorry, that was the postman in his van with a parcel. That was why Paddy was getting wet up. Sorry, I've only just run up and down the stairs, but my hiatus hernia that I have a problem with at the moment is making me extremely breathless, and it's very difficult to breathe and all that. So I apologise for that. I'm just going to go over this again with this, give it a good load up the brush really well, and just line that back up there. I want that to be quite dark. Let's do that once more. Right, okay, that's better. Okay, oh, I really like that. That's sort of the sort of thing I like. Pop that back in a pot. Now, I just want to add a bit more interest to this, so I've got some green eyelash trim, and I thought there'd be another kind of dimension to add to this. So thinking I might just pop it down there, and then I might want to just go over my bubble wrap a bit, because the thing is, you don't know when you're doing it how much you're going to cover up for a bit, you know. So now I can go over this with that. Like so. Like that. Okay, I just like it. I like different layers and things. So that's that. Okay, so we've got some of this eyelash trim. I don't quite know where to put that. I'd like to put some of it on, so I'm going to take it off, and maybe I'll just put it round the corner like that, sort of thing. I think that's quite nice. So I'm just going to use some more glitter and do a thin bead. Hope you can see all right. A thin bead. Oh gosh, that's come out. That's awful. I've put a normal pin in and it's gone rusty, and it's made that all horrid. Look, I need to find this one. That's better. So I'm just going to use my finger, and it's far too much. And just pop that on there like so, and let that do its own thing. Pop a bit more down there like that. So I'm just putting different textures on, really. Okay, that's that one. So that's that. Now I might mirror that with a tiny bit of that down here. Just along here might be nice. It's kind of a square edge. I want to lay it so that those edges stick up there. Ooh, we're getting into a bit of a mess now. It's just like that. Okay, that's a better pin. I couldn't find this, and that's why I used this one, and that's going to have to go in the bin now. It's all rusty and nasty. Okay, so that's down there like that. So I'm beginning to like that now. Okay, so what else have I got? I've got my little frog down here, froggy friend. We can cut round him. He's green, very green, so I'm just going to cut some of that off. Actually, it looks like a pair of frogs. Oh dear. Yeah, and there's a reflection of them in the water, so that's quite nice. So I think we might put Froggy down here. Where's my glue stick? Getting into a pickle now. Okay, so let's pop him down there. Him and his friend. Might be Mr. and Mrs. I don't know. Just a bit of interest. And then I've got my stamp here, my lovely green Australian stamp. So that is going to go, and I do like a stamp in the right corner. I'm going to pop that up there. So it's all different shades of green. And we've got another frog here. How funny. Well, I might as well put him on as well. And we'll just cut round him a bit. He's also in the pond. So it could be there. Like so. Okay. What else have we got? I have got this bit of ribbon. I don't think I'll use that today. I've got 3 green buttons out. Well, I say 3. Yes, I have got 3 green buttons, which we could pop up the top here. And just pop them on just as they are, I think. Like so. So I'm going to use my beacon for that because it's strong. So actually, just thinking, I've got a little bit of material here with green in it. How about I take some of this and take the blue off. Just spray that quickly with my gluey fingers. Like that. And I'm going to pop buttons on there, so I'm just going to pop that kind of like that. Now this takes ages now to come down into the spout because it's cold. So it's come on. Oh Gosh, I have to squeeze it really hard. And then I want to put my buttons on. There. Like that. Okay. I think maybe we're about done. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, I did have a couple of labels, but I want to put the number on. So what I want to do is get a piece of green, a scrap that I can actually, just plain green, that I can actually stamp a number on. Oops, trying to put the wrong lid on that now. Goodness me. I mean, the only thing I've got is this label. Where shall I put that? But I don't particularly want to add any more on now. I don't think I need to, unless I cut a piece of this and stamp on this ribbon. I'm going to use the back of the ribbon because that side is spotted. So if I use this, I'll just take that bit of glue off that's on it. I could pop it down here. Where's it going to look the best? So we'll cut that again and use that, and I'm going to stamp on there. Right, I'm just going to stamp with number 48, isn't it? 48, just check. Yeah, 48. Use these and where's the 4? And there's the 8 there. So what I want to do is see how these are going to, I don't want I's decided to join the party, and we don't want I. I just want to see how these are going to fit. So that could be there and that there. I want them to be close, so that's fine. So I'm going to take see which ink. Let's take this stays on and see how this works out. So I have to wipe this now, because even if I use a block, I get it all over the actual stamp. Well, I don't know whether it's me and I pressed too hard. So let's hope this works. So that's 4. Yeah, that's not bad. And then I'll try not to make that too. I have made it very messy. Oh. Okay, and then I want to put the 8 next to it. I try and only press on the 8 itself. Okay, that's better. That's come out darker. I wonder if I can go over the 4. What do you think? We'll try and see. Got too much to lose, have we? Okay, so I need to line that back up there and just press the 4. Right, that's better. Okay, so where did I say? I think it might be better down here, so I'm going to pop that down and I'll use the art glitter. I don't know what I'm doing actually, it's too much really, isn't it? That will do. If I don't press it, it will dry up okay. Okay, I'm not pressing too much on that. So there are my shades of colour, and the colour is green. Let's pop this lid on here. And there we have this. So we have shades of green for mine, and that is week 48, hashtag 2022 planner 48. And I want to put a week on in pen like I normally do, but I've got to find my black one. So I'll do that afterwards, and I'll just write that on somewhere in a clearing, just a little bit up here maybe. So that's it. So I just sewed the background. I've textured it with some stamping and stenciling and some stickers and some bits and bobs, stamp, buttons, eyelash trim, you name it. Did a little collage of all different green scraps, and that's the result. So I hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different, I think. And I'll see you again for week 49. And I don't know if you're interested in knowing what we have in store for week 49. If I can find... Now I've said that. I've said it now, haven't I? So I've got to follow through, but I don't know what's happened to my weeks. Where did they go? Okay. Week 49, where are you? It's funny how things get buried so quickly, I think. I know. I had them here and now they've disappeared. So I can't tell you about week 49 because now I can't find the week slips myself. So I've obviously popped them somewhere out of the way in a safe place, and now I can't find them. So I do apologise about that. So we'll have to wait and see what week 49 has in store. On that note, I'll say goodbye. Take care. Bye-bye.